Alright, so if you're logged into this channel, then you probably noticed that I haven't uploaded a video in about 3 weeks now. Now, the reason for this is because I've been really frustrated as far as music production goes. Now, we're in 2025 right now, and I started really learning how to make beats in 2015, I'd say, maybe even before that. Now, if you do the math, that means I've been really producing for over 10 years now. And yeah, I've had some on and off. I've stopped a couple times. I've definitely strayed a couple times. But even so, this journey has been about 10 years. Now, the frustrating part is, imagine you've put 10 years into a craft. You've been doing something since you were a child, and you got nothing to show for it. Can't say I'm like the best of the best or anything, or I've got some super amazing talent or anything like that, but I've definitely put a lot of time and effort into this. And the goal for the longest time has been to make somewhat of a part-time living off of this. That way I can have sort of a side hustle, bringing some money in, and also doing something that I consider my passion. But if you look at the numbers now, there's no possible way for you to call this a success. For instance, if we look at the month of March, which just passed, I made $0 off of beat sales, and I've made a total of, I think, about $20 from YouTube ad revenue, which is horrible. I mean, really bad. There's no possible way that you could justify this as a good use of my time, especially when you're considering what I'm getting out of it in return. And yeah, a lot of us do this as a passion. We do this because we want to do this, but at the end of the day, I'm putting too much time and too much effort into music production for it to ever be considered as just a hobby or a just for fun type of thing. And once I really started to think about that, I realized, yeah, something needs to change, and it needs to happen right now. Took some time, did some thinking, took a little break from production, video recording, all of that, and I came to the conclusion that you will never succeed as a music producer. You won't even find a little bit of success unless you got a plan. And yeah, of course, there's the luck aspect. You could get lucky, you could be one of the 1%, or you could have connections or whatever it may be. But if that's not you, you will never succeed unless you have a solid plan. I'm not talking about just any plan. You need a solid plan. You need a plan for how much time you're willing to put into this, how much money you're willing to invest into this, what you're expecting to get out of it. Because I didn't did it all. I didn't put a lot of money into this. I didn't put a lot of time into this. And even then, I didn't have a strong enough of a plan for me to get any return out of this. And I'm thinking about it in the past, there has been moments in my production journey where I have gotten adequate return. I have made decent money off of music production. When I think about it, those were times where I invested more time into the business aspect, more time into the execution, as opposed to making music itself. You making a beat, you making a song is literally the least time consuming part, unless you got a team behind you to handle all the business part and all the planning and all that stuff for you. Now, I want to keep this video as short as possible. I know I'm ranting, I'm yapping right now, but I say all this to say that if you're a producer or an artist and you're looking to get a return out of your music, you're not doing it just for fun, you do want to get something out of it, you do want to possibly build a career or maybe even a side hustle, you need to make a solid plan of where you want to get, how you're going to get there, how much time you're going to invest into it, how much money you're going to invest into it, and all that stuff. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start over. I'm going to start posting videos regularly again, but I'm going to approach this with a whole new strategy. And yeah, it's your boy Darkside. Y'all be safe. We out.